Well, a stunning victory by a stunning up-and-coming athlete who made a huge splash in the recently concluded Palarong Pambansa. Our budding swimmer who represented the National Capital Region just broke a decade-long record in the 100-meter breaststroke, 50-meter breaststroke. You know, she garnered a lot of gold medals and silver medals as well. Joining us via Zoom is Krystal Ava David. Good evening to you, Krystal. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me today.
I mean, Krystal, you know, this is just our way, you know, here at CNN Sports Desk to congratulate you. And of course, we want to give you a few minutes, you know, to celebrate your big win. 3 gold medals in your debut at Palarong Pambansa. I mean, that is something that, you know, not a lot of people get to do. How many you got? 3 silvers, 3 golds. You broke 2 records, Palarong records that have been standing for about 10 years. Going into Palarong Pambansa, Krystal, what were your expectations?
Well, at first, I didn't really expect to break records, make such a big entrance. I just really wanted to get my personal best and, make my coaches proud. But with the records and the gold medals on top, it really just made this Palaro experience really nice. It really just made it on a cherry on top.
I mean, coming in, of course, you know who you're swimming against. You're familiar with all the other swimmers. How close, how challenging was it for you to gain all of these top recognitions?
It was pretty challenging at first. I mean, starting from the bottom and working my way up top. But the friends I made along the way, my competitors, who are actually very close friends of mine, they really made support for me. They really were with me the entire journey. So it was nice and it was comforting.
And of course, you mentioned, you know, about the people that you've met along the way. Let's go back in history. How did you, or when, and how did you start swimming? And who are the athletes, you know, that you consider as heroes and inspiration that you would like to, you know, to finally see yourself following in their footsteps?
I started swimming when I was around 6.
Okay.
We started in the Colea San Agustin Learn to Swim School. And there we met Coach Doll, a dear friend of my mom. And she learned and she taught us how to do competitive swimming. And from then on, we just really loved the sport, the thrill, the action. And when through swimming, we met so many great swimmers, like my my dear co-swimmer, my dear co-swimmate, Joshua Ang. He's one of the fastest swimmers I've met, and he's one of my inspirations and my idols. I really idolize him, and I wish one day I could be on the same level as him.
Well, for sure. I mean, you said that you started when you were only 6 years old. You're 12 now, and you've already, you know, broken Palarong Pambansang records, gold medals, silver medals. Tell me, what are your other dreams that you hope to accomplish? Parang tapos na yung Palarong Pambansa. Ano pa yung mga ibang dreams that you would like to see yourself in?
I would really love to experience like those big international competitions, but not for the medals itself. But I wanna really get in the experience. I wanna feel what those Olympians feel like. I wanna, be able to be with the people that really inspire me. It's just, yeah.
I read somewhere that you hope to be able to compete in the Olympics when you turn 20. So that's what? 8 more years. We will be seeing your name, hopefully, as part of the Philippine team.
Hopefully, very hopefully.
Okay, so what's next for you? So after Palarong Pambansa, what are you busy training for?
Busy training for the next big event I actually have is a Grand Prix. It's just a big PSI event, and I'm really training for it because I have really big competitors here. But the really next competition I have is actually tomorrow. It's a UPVST event, and it's a UP event. So I'm really excited for that.
Okay, well, I have to get you in bed. I have to make sure that you do well tomorrow. Krystal, finally, before I let you go to sleep and rest up for your big race tomorrow, give a bit of a message to other up-and-coming swimmers that are now looking up to you and saying, I want to be like a Krystal. What tips can you give them, and how can they stay on the path and continue to dream the dream?
I mean, the path itself is really hard, but it's really the dream and the goal that really keeps you driving forward. So I would suggest maybe if you really love the sport, just keep on finding a new goal, and sooner or later, you'll always achieve the dream.
Well, you definitely have the proper mentality. Thank you so much for joining us, Krystal. And, once again, we celebrate. Congratulations. And yay, CSA. I used to go to school there. So,
Thank you. Yes, CSA.
So proud of you, and more power to you. Rooting for you to make your Olympic dream come true. And once again, we just spoke to Krystal Ava David, gold medalist and record breaker in this year's Palarong Pambansa.